Today we are here with T-Stone.
This is T-Stone, rapper-producer from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Gunru, if you will. Owner-operator of Great White Productions, GWP, baby, fins up.
Alright, T-Stone, so we're here today to do an interview with you to talk about your music. So why don't you start out by telling us, at what age did music start becoming a part of you?
I'd say about 12 years old is when I started writing my first stuff, Been doing it ever since, 13, 14, got into this group called Game Spittus. Just been doing it big ever since, and I just started making my own company here in the last couple of years. And it's been taking off ever since, Grand Rapids, baby. Gotta put it on the map.
And you grew up in Grand Rapids, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And being an artist, you get to do a lot of different things. I mean, you've done music for not only yourself but others too.
Yeah. I just recently started producing other people, signed a couple of people to my own label. Got Dollar Bill, Spider.
So when it comes to producing musically, do you like more so producing for other people or for yourself?
Well, that's a good question, Producing other people, you get to draw stuff out of them that they didn't know they had inside themselves, Like, something they didn't know that they can do. You push them to the next envelope, and then they surprise them with themselves, and that's a good feeling,
And as far as yourself, do you surprise yourself?
There's been a couple occasions where there's stuff that I've done that I didn't realize I could do. Performing, jumping in the crowd, getting interaction that you didn't know you really could do. I mean, the more you do something, the more you realize that you have stuff inside of you that you didn't even know was there.
Okay. And as far as producing, when you're producing other artists, what is the one thing that you tell them as soon as they, want to work with you?
Just tell them to relax, It's nothing serious, music's supposed to be fun. You get in the booth, I just tell them just to unwind, If they need to drink. Just get loose. It's supposed to be natural.
Okay, perfect. Tell us a little bit more about the story when you were doing a performance, and you said that you surprised yourself and.
There was a show recently here in Grand Rapids that jumped in the crowd. They were into it. They were into the track. They were into what I was doing, and I decided to take it to the next level. I actually walked into the crowd, got them into it. I had a couple of them actually singing along with me. That was a big thing for me. Them to actually know the words to my song. That was very impressive.
And do you feel, you said you jumped into the crowd and you let the fans get up and close and personal with you. Do you feel that you let yourself get personal with people, or do you consider yourself, one of the artists who, they let the audience see you musically, but you keep to yourself as an artist? Which of those do you?
I pretty much I'm an open book. My tracks and my CDs, my albums, any of my music. It's really personal. If you can't connect to somebody emotionally or mentally, then the song you just made was pointless. Like if you have something that's bothering you, I guarantee you there's 100 people out there that have feeling the same way. So it's nice to have something that you can connect to your friends on that kind of level.
And you said, as far as how you connect with your fans, how do you manage yourself? I would say, how do you go up to somebody and introduce yourself as an artist, or is it more internally online?
It's my website, my music site, my Facebook. I have my own T-Stone page, Even my Great White Productions has its own site, When I'm introducing myself to people, I'm just like you. I'm like an everyday guy, I don't introduce myself as T-Stone. I introduce myself as who I actually am. But on stage, it's a whole nother story, You got a whole nother persona that you got to take on, And people look at you differently, and you got to stay humble in this game, or you're slowly, as fast as you rise, you'll come down.
Exactly. And I know a little bit more about another persona that you have, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. Alright, so we're back again out here with T-Stone, outside this time. And this spot is significant, and do you want to tell us why, T-Stone?
Yeah, this is actually one of the opening sequences to one of my many music videos that we've actually done together, me and you. Feel This Pain was shot here.
Actually, right on the bench is where you're sitting. And Feel This Pain was a track that you wrote, and it was kind of a slower tune.
It's a different piece for me. It was personal. Stuff I was going through. Hence the title, Feel This Pain. It gives my fans and anybody that enjoys my music a look into my personal life.
Exactly, and I mean, I always, whenever I listen to that song, it's something that I feel too. And they always say, with music you feel no pain, but exactly, I feel that same way. But that video we shot out here, and what was that song about specifically?
Everyday struggles, everything that gets you down, where you get to the point where you're almost depressed and wanting to call it quits. It's got a little bit about my personal relationship with my kid's mom, my son, not being able to give enough to my fans, pretty much at my wit's end, and it's all put into one pile, one composited track. It hit a lot of people, and personally I felt a lot better after I made it.
And that was just one of the many videos, like you said, that we've done before. Do you want to share us, some of the other videos that we've done together?
Actually, you shot a video for one of my artists that I just signed to Great White Productions, Dollar Bill, Mrs. Right. I'm on the hook, I appear and disappear throughout the video like a ghost, and it was pretty fun, That was shot in Kentwood, Grand Rapids, a little bit out here in Door. We also did a video strictly in Grand Rapids. Was my first video for myself was Dilligath. And if those don't know, does I look like I give a fuck? Quicker than the bishop takes the rook. Another one down inside my book. Stone's got this game shook. Holla at me.
Exactly. And so we did that, and then also there was another one that we did.
I was here too. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. Birth of my alter ego. Gemini.
Yeah, and we were kind of getting into that a little bit before we came out here, and we'd definitely like to get more insight into that as well.
Evil guy.
Yeah. And as far as videos go, you like shooting videos, you like being on screen, and you like, but with the videos, do you feel like that gives the audience a little bit more personal insight into yourself as an artist?
A little bit yes, a little bit no. My look on videos is gives the track a whole new light, bring it to life. Give more dimension to the actual track. Plus it's always fun to act, it's a good time.
Exactly, and it allows you to be creative. It allows us to be creative. We've set up a lot of different sets, but we also use what's around us, And did you like shooting more so out here or in the city, or was there not really a preference?
I really don't have a preference, I take what I'm given. Like for this Feel This Pain, we use this style, there's woods back there, not too far out. It's just pretty much using nature as a set. It's always a good thing.
And that also relates to what you said before about being humble. I mean, it's not like you go out and you buy things for the video. You use the song and you use the camera and you utilize that.
Keep it to the bare minimum, stay humble, Why act like you can afford a Bugatti when you really can't? It's not worth it. Stay true to yourself.
And out of those videos that we've shot, did you have a favorite that, or one that really stood out to you that you enjoyed either being in or shooting?
I love all my tracks. I love all my music. I love all my videos. But the one that was more fun to shoot was probably Stockholm Syndrome. Gave me a little chance to act. Give new dimension to Gemini, my other character. And Stone. So it was like playing two people at once, but I'm actually not acting, I am actually both those people. It was fun. It was a blast.
Okay. So T-Stone, we talked about your other persona, Gemini,
yep.
And I want to touch a little bit more on that, and you can, I'll let you do the explaining on who exactly Gemini is.
Gemini. Well, kind of hard to explain, but everybody's got two sides to them. Everybody's got a good side, everybody's got an evil side. My evil side has its own voice. Let's just say it like that. Gemini, of course, because I'm a Gemini. Just kind of adopted the name on its own, but he's always been around. My first album, he pretty much gave birth to himself right there in the track Don't Make Me Do It. and ever since then, been trying to battle him. I don't want to be evil, I don't want to be bad, I want to be the good guy, but every so often somebody pushes you the wrong way, So Out of the Darkness, my second album, it's a constant battle between Stone and Gemini. And if you've heard the tracks, if you heard the CD, you know what it's about. It's a giant story. Needless to say, Gemini is my evil side, and sometimes he takes a little more control than I would like to give him,
Exactly, and recently, I know you have a lot of tattoos, and you got something dedicated to Gemini, right? Yeah, show that.
We are one. So, I figure it's time to accept it,
And with Gemini's character, you did a video where you based almost a whole video off of him, but
Yep, Stockholm Syndrome. It's the opening track to Gemini coming to fruition, It's me and him pretty much talking back and forth. He's now materialized, and it's just a constant battle, My third album coming here pretty soon, Harsh Reality, you're going to see more of him, and it's a surprise, I'm not going to give you much more information, just keep an eye out.
so it's something it's more for the fans to discover, and they have to discover by listening to your music more or less, right?
Exactly. All my tracks tie together one way or another.
Exactly. Alright. And yeah, another thing too that I was going to ask you too during this interview, you have fans who keep you going, and what about you have your family too, your parents?
Oh, parents, yeah. Little tidbit that not many of my fans might know. Both my parents are deaf, in sign language. It's kind of got its pros and cons, Some days, I want to change a thing. It's giving me a second language, a different outlook on life. I'm embraced by two different communities, the hearing and the deaf. The con is that my family doesn't really ever get a chance to hear my music. They can't, but they support me in whatever I do, especially my mother. My mother's my world. Anything I decide to do, she supports me 100%. Wouldn't change a thing.
Alright.
Now, if any of my fans realize, if any of my fans remember this, if you paid attention, Stockholm Syndrome, does look familiar?
This whole room right here was our opening sequence.
To Stockholm Syndrome, the interaction between me and Gemini. Me here, Gemini in there. He's a whole nother world, whole nother entity, hence why he was stuck in the mirror. Now if you paid attention throughout the video, at the end of the video, I smashed one of the mirrors, hence letting him out. Hence, more interaction between me and him in Out of the Darkness, and more to come inside Harsh Reality. Keep an eye out for that album. You're going to see a lot of things between me and Gemini.
And this was a fun set to work on in this mirror. We got to utilize it.
It was fun.
And I think the interaction between you and him, being able to play one and the same.
Yeah, doing two different personalities.
Exactly.
Was a lot of fun.
That's impressive too. To be able to do that and shoot it on video, to get it on film, and all we're using the prop was just the mirror,
Mirror, camera angles, why pay for it when you can do it, you don't need green screen to do creative stuff, use your imagination.
Alright, so that was our interview here with T Stone.
It was a blast, I had fun.
Good. I think we got a lot more insight into not only you, but your music, and also, Gemini, also to see what work you have done and what's coming up in the future.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to come here pretty soon, I'm always thinking of new stuff. I'm always recording.
Good, yeah, and we're looking forward to hearing more from you, get more interviews, so that way you can let your fans know what's up. And so it's not just Facebook posts, it's good to always have live video and have you here with us on set. We always enjoy having you.
That's great. I had a lot of fun. Again, all my fans want to ask me more personal questions. I'm always open on Twitter, at tstone187. Just hit me up there. I'll answer any questions you might have. If you have a request or you're having a hard time, I'm here for you, Stone loves his fans. My name is T Stone. I love you.